Hi guys. When a female likes a guy, she often goes to great lengths to guard her emotions and avoid the embarrassment that can come from someone discovering her feelings. The reasons behind this behavior can be quite complex, rooted in societal expectations, fear of vulnerability, and personal insecurities. Women, like everyone else, strive to maintain emotional control, which can lead to paradoxical behaviors that reveal their true feelings. Despite their efforts to conceal their attraction, certain telltale signs often emerge, indicating that a woman is trying very hard to pretend that she doesn't like someone. Here are 7 significant indicators to watch for, along with deeper insights and examples for each. 1. She criticizes you for small things. This behavior is particularly noticeable when she is in the company of her friends. The moment the name of a guy she likes comes up in conversation, she may begin to nitpick about him. For example, if a friend mentions how charming you are, she might quickly interject with, "Oh, have you seen the way he dresses? It's so tacky." Or, "He acts like he's so important. It's really annoying." This strategy serves as a way for her to deflect attention from her own feelings while trying to fit in with her peers. It can also be a defense mechanism. By criticizing you, she reassures herself that she doesn't like you, even if it's not entirely true. Psychologically, this behavior can be explained by the concept of projection, where individuals attribute their own unwanted feelings or thoughts onto others. By criticizing you, she may be trying to distance herself from her feelings of attraction, thus alleviating her internal conflict. The criticism can often feel exaggerated or unwarranted, making it clear that she is trying to mask her attraction. It's typically quite evident because when a woman is genuinely not interested in a guy, she rarely mentions him, and his name hardly crosses her mind. This is why many believe it's better to be hated by a girl than to be invisible to her. At least if she's expressing negativity, it indicates that you are on her radar. If she's criticizing you for seemingly trivial reasons, it may indicate that, deep down, she actually has feelings for you, perhaps a mix of admiration and frustration at her inability to express it openly. 2. Overcompensation. Human behavior often involves bold declarations that serve to mask our internal vulnerabilities. When a woman repeatedly emphasizes that we're just friends, it's usually a facade she's putting up to cover deeper feelings of attraction. For instance, she might insist on this point even in situations where the chemistry between you is palpable. She might say things like, "I really value our friendship," or "let's keep things platonic," especially in front of mutual friends, to reinforce the idea that there are no romantic intentions. This insistence can be a signal of her discomfort with the idea of romantic involvement, as society often places expectations on women to be demure or restrained in their affections. Cognitive dissonance theory suggests that our minds constantly strive for harmony and internal consistency. When her feelings contradict her statements, she may fabricate narratives that help her convince herself of her supposed indifference. For example, she might tell herself, "He's not my type," or "I have too much going on in my life to date anyone," despite her heart telling her otherwise. This internal dialogue can create significant emotional turmoil, leading to anxiety and self-doubt. This overcompensation can often lead to awkward interactions where she feels the need to justify her feelings or downplay your connection. You might notice her acting overly casual or even defensive when discussing you, which can signal that she is trying to convince herself as much as she is trying to convince others. This defensive posture can create a barrier in your relationship, making it difficult for both of you to acknowledge the underlying chemistry. 3. She seems overly distant. Have you ever had the impression that a woman is blatantly ignoring you for no apparent reason? Perhaps she ghosts you during conversations or slips away without saying goodbye. While it's easy to label her as indifferent or aloof, the reality may be more complex. When emotions run deep and the stakes feel high, many women retreat into their protective shells. This behavior is often less about pride and more about self-preservation. Inside, she might be grappling with feelings of attraction and the fear of getting hurt. For example, if you're at a social gathering, she might hover near her friends instead of interacting with you directly. You might find her avoiding eye contact, turning her body away from you, or engaging less in conversations when you are around. These behaviors can create a confusing dynamic, as her distant demeanor may contradict the warmth you've experienced in other interactions. It's not uncommon for her to feel overwhelmed by her emotions, leading her to retreat as a coping mechanism. This distancing can also be linked to attachment theory, which suggests that individuals with anxious attachment styles may struggle with intimacy and vulnerability. If she fears rejection or has past experiences that make her wary of opening up, she may choose to keep her distance to protect herself. So, if you notice her trying to avoid you, it could be her way of playing it safe, knowing that her behavior could reveal her true feelings for you. This protective instinct can sometimes be mistaken for disinterest, but it often arises from a place of vulnerability and a desire to maintain emotional control. 4. She tries to make you jealous. Jealousy is a primal emotion that runs deep within human nature. It can be described as a potent blend of insecurity, fear, and envy. If she exhibits subtle signs of discomfort regarding your interactions with other women, it isn't merely a sign of possessiveness. It reflects a complex mix of emotions that she's trying to navigate. For instance, she might bring up a female friend or colleague in a way that emphasizes their connection to you, saying something like, "I saw you chatting with Sarah the other day. You two seemed pretty close." This can be her way of gauging your reaction while also expressing her own insecurities. She may be hoping to provoke a response in you that indicates your feelings for her, even if it's just a hint of jealousy. Sometimes this jealousy serves as an external manifestation of the internal struggle she faces regarding her hidden feelings. Neuroscience research has confirmed that feelings of jealousy activate specific areas of the brain that are closely linked to pain and intense yearning. This means that her reactions to your interactions with others might be more than just emotional. They could also have physical implications. Imagine the discomfort akin to the sting of a fresh wound or the ache of a strained muscle. This is the emotional turmoil she may be experiencing. By provoking jealousy, she might also be hoping to elicit a response from you that confirms her suspicions about your feelings for her, creating a playful yet complicated dynamic between you two. 5. Her friends give away her secret attraction. Perspective is a powerful lens. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to see the bigger picture. Friends, possessing a more distant vantage point, often catch nuances that might elude you. Have you ever had someone mention your name in connection with a female you hardly think about? This is what happens when rumors of her attraction to you circulate within her friend group. Despite her best attempts to keep her feelings hidden, it's likely that she has confided in someone close to her, and the gossip eventually finds its way back to you. This can create an interesting dynamic, as her friends may inadvertently reveal her true feelings. For example, a friend might say, "You know, she talks about you a lot. I think she really likes you." Such statements can put her in an uncomfortable position, forcing her to confront her feelings more directly. If her friends tease her about you or hint at her feelings, it can lead to a mixture of embarrassment and excitement, pushing her to either deny it or downplay the seriousness of her affection. This kind of social pressure can complicate her feelings even further, as she may feel torn between her attraction and the fear of what others might think. Moreover, The opinions of friends play an essential role in shaping one's romantic decisions, often causing her to reconsider how she feels and how she acts around you. 6. Mixed signals. The heart and mind engage in a nuanced dance, often leading to confusion and mixed signals. Freud's theory of the conscious and unconscious minds perfectly illustrates this internal conflict. If she alternates between being warm and cold, it typically reflects her struggle between societal expectations and her raw, unfiltered emotions. One day, she might be very affectionate, sending you flirty texts and laughing at your jokes, only to pull back the next day and act distant or preoccupied. This inconsistency can leave you feeling perplexed and unsure of where you stand. You might notice her laughing at your jokes one moment and then being unresponsive the next, which can be frustrating. This push and pull creates a complex interplay of behaviors that can confuse those around her. When she's warm, it feels as though there's undeniable chemistry, but when she's cold, it can make you question whether you've misread the signals. These mixed signals serve as a mirror, reflecting her internal conflict between what she really feels and what she believes she should feel. To help clarify the situation, it might be helpful to engage in open communication. Gently addressing the inconsistencies you've noticed can create an opportunity for her to express herself more authentically. This dialogue may lead to a breakthrough, allowing her to confront her feelings and explore the possibility of a deeper connection with you. 7. Taking an interest in your personal life. There's profound insight in what people choose to remember. If she recalls your stories and experiences with a level of detail that surprises even you, it's not just a matter of having a good memory. Cognitive psychology, particularly the concept of selective retention, tells us that our minds prioritize memories associated with deeper emotional connections. For example, if she remembers your favorite hobbies, your family members' names, or significant events in your life, it indicates that she is genuinely invested in getting to know you on a deeper level. This attentiveness can be a clear sign of her emotional investment in you. It shows that she values your connection and is actively engaged in your life, even if she's trying to mask her feelings. If you mention a memorable event from your past and she recalls it vividly, it's a strong signal that she cares about you and is paying close attention to what you say. This kind of engagement goes beyond surface-level conversation, indicating a desire to build a meaningful connection with you. It reflects her willingness to invest time and energy into the relationship, making it more likely that she sees you as someone significant in her life. 8. Body language. Body language serves as a subconscious script of our inner feelings, translating emotions into subtle gestures and micro-expressions. If she seeks you out in a crowd or holds an unintentional gaze, it's her body's natural way of conveying emotions that she might not verbally express. For instance, she might lean in closer when you talk, touch her hair while glancing at you, or mirror your movements, all of which can indicate attraction. These nonverbal cues often reveal more than words ever could. Research conducted by Dr. Paul Ekman, a world-renowned psychologist, has shown that fleeting micro-expressions can reveal genuine emotions. These findings are so powerful that they are now applied in various fields, from law enforcement to therapy. For example, if she frequently faces you during conversations or finds excuses to touch your arm, those are strong indicators of her interest. In addition to these cues, consider her overall posture and proximity. Is she oriented towards you, maintaining eye contact, and perhaps even mirroring your gestures? These behaviors suggest a strong level of engagement and attraction. Therefore, it's crucial to pay attention to her body language. It often communicates feelings that she may be reluctant to voice directly. Understanding these nonverbal cues can provide deeper insight into her true feelings and intentions, allowing you to respond more effectively to her emotional state. In conclusion, if she's pretending to be indifferent, now you have the tools to understand her better. Recognizing these signs can help you navigate the complexities of attraction and emotional connection. If you determine she is genuinely uninterested, it's essential to move on, as life is too short for games that consume too much of your time. Time is the one resource you can never reclaim, and it's important to invest it wisely in relationships that bring you joy and fulfillment. By understanding these dynamics, you can approach your interactions with empathy and clarity, fostering a connection that may lead to deeper emotional intimacy. With that being said, I hope this insight helps you understand the dynamics of attraction better. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.